talking about, but quite frankly, people are also talking and listening to the great story of Lucid. This is a company that's now in its second decade and is celebrating the newest technology in the world of hearing aids. If you are 18 or older and struggle with mild to moderate hearing impairment, this is a presentation that you need to see. We're really excited to be presenting a hearing aid that you can control at home, that doesn't require multiple doctor's visits, doesn't require multiple tunings, something that actually is forward thinking. A hearing aid that can work with the phone calls that you receive, or the audible book that you're listening to, or the podcast that you're enjoying. A hearing aid that is now more affordable than ever and is available direct to you. Folks, we're gonna go through everything that you need to know. But if recently you've been considering purchasing a hearing aid because maybe you were out with friends or family, maybe you were engaged in a conversation, but things weren't as clear as they used to be, or maybe when you're listening to television, watching television, you can't hear it as well as you used to. Maybe when you're on the phone, it's not as easy as it used to be. Lucid have looked to improve that, most certainly with this brand new 2023 technology. It's clear, it's natural, it's comfortable, it's discreet, and it really is remarkable. We have 300 available, that is all. There's $100 off the price, and we are doing 5 flex pay of $110, and of course, free shipping and handling. Something that I wanna say right out of the gate is I do not expect anybody watching to know how they feel about this until they have tried it. We'll give you all the information, but as far as I'm concerned, until you are wearing these, you won't really know the difference it can make. So I wanna make sure you realize that for this item, we are including a 90-day return policy. Not 30, 90. So you've got 3 months to try it, experience it, and live with them to see if it's right for you. I want to introduce you to our special guest. She's a home health and wellness expert and advocate. The amazing Vonabelle Sherman is here as spokesperson for Lucid. It is wonderful to see you.
Thank you, good to see you. You did such a good job. Lucid is a great company, and that's what I want to assure you of. When you buy a Lucid hearing aid, you are joining the Lucid hearing family. And what makes this shine above every other hearing aid company is that this is what they do for a living. They're not doing other things. They also really fine-tuned the working of it and how it applies to you. They are one of the only hearing aid companies that can Bluetooth stream. How frustrating would it be if you were listening to a podcast or something on YouTube or taking a phone call and it didn't go through your hearing aid? Lucid made sure that was possible for you. And then, when you get this Lucid hearing aid home, you become part of the family. There is concierge customer service, and that phone is answered by people who really understand hearing aids. They are technicians, and some of them are licensed audio technicians, so they're there for you as well. Now, why is that important? Why? Because the FDA just a few months ago made it possible for you to have a hearing aid at home, what they call direct to you or over the counter. Right. So you want that support. You want to know how easy it is for you to have better hearing. And for you, that might mean Adam, do you have anybody in your life where they go, what'd you say?
Oh,
you know, you're leaning in, right? You don't want to, you want to lean in to talk to people. Guess what? You don't want to do that. Or maybe you walk into a room and you're a caregiver and you notice somebody you love is turning up the volume on the TV and they don't even know it. Or they're talking louder and they don't know you. Why are you talking so loud? What do you mean I'm talking loud? And some of this, you know what? It has no age barriers. That's what's interesting. You could be 20 and suffer from mild to moderate diminished hearing. Or you could be 30 or 40 or 50 and on up. It's not always age related. Maybe you worked in a factory with pounding machinery all the time. Maybe all those awesome concerts that you went to in your 20s, 30s, and 40s have bombarded your ears, and now you feel that diminished hearing. Now, this is if you have perceived diminished, mild to moderate hearing, and it's a little bit diminished. That's what this is for. Now, I want you to know that here's how it will help you. Look at this. If you must be 18 years or older and have mild to moderate hearing impairment. You have trouble with conversations in restaurants, crowded places, you're turning up the TV, but if it's severe, you don't have that. Now here's a cool thing. Come to me, because this is cool. Adam, did you know I am wearing the hearing aid right now?
Well, I cannot see it.
Yeah, you can't see it.
No.
Look, I have been wearing it the whole time, and I want you to know how easy it is. So I'm gonna take this off, and I'm gonna put it on live for you so you can be assured when you get this home, it's really easy peasy. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna turn to the side, okay? So this is the hearing aid. Lucid did a great job. It has Bluetooth, it has low energy Bluetooth, so you don't wear through those batteries. Okay, so this is, you see how it's pointing in? So it's gonna naturally want to go in my ear.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take it, ready? I'm gonna put it over my ear. Put the receiver, right? Then I'm gonna tuck the part that naturally wants to go in my ear. There, I'm gonna tuck that in.
Okay.
Then you're gonna see this little tail. I want you to tuck that tail into the bowl of your ear. 3 easy steps. Now I'm gonna turn forward. Can you see it?
No.
No. So that's so important because if you are that 20, 30, 40-year-old, you might feel embarrassed that you have a hearing aid. It's okay. Nobody will see it. And the other thing that nobody will see or makes it so that no one will see, if you don't want to reach up and make adjustments, but you can use the Lucid app. Now, Anne, before we jump in that, I know you might want to have something to say.
So just what you were going to basically mention is when you're placing your order, you're going to choose for Apple or Android. So Apple or Android, you don't have to worry about which you choose if you don't want to use an app, but if you can use it, you can do some wonderful customizations to your Lucid hearing aid experience. I know this is fast, and I know that with only 10 minutes left, there's not a lot of time. The joy of Lucid is that this is a remarkable company delivering a great quality product, but you have 90 days to find that out for yourself. So if this is something that's been on your mind, try it, give it a go. And if you don't love it, return it for a full refund of the purchase price. But for one flex pay, which gets it home for $110, it's worth your time giving this a go. Mild to moderate hearing impairment can be so greatly improved if you have the right technology. So now back to Vonabelle with a kind of an explanation of how you can customize this.
Yeah. So you're gonna choose that Apple or Android, and after that, you get to pair it. Now, if you are not techie or you feel fearful, guess what? You don't have to use the app, but I'll tell you, it's so easy that you'll want to. And here's what I enjoyed about it. Once I put it on, if I wanted to do an adjustment for my ear, I can. But I can do the adjustment for my phone. And here's what I like about that. So if you're wearing a hearing aid, you don't want anybody to know, if you went on your phone to make that adjustment, people would think that you're maybe doing a text or something. It doesn't matter. So let me make sure I get no glare. Okay, so you can see the 2 ears, okay? I can move this up, see? And now I moved 1 ear and I feel that in my right ear because I put it in my right ear. And then you could do your left. Now you can adjust differently. You know how you go for a prescription for your eyeglasses and maybe your left and your right, they're not the same prescription for your eyeglasses?
Right.
It's the same thing for your ears. So maybe you have less diminished on left than right. You get to make this adjustment right there on the Lucid app. Now here's what's really important. In our world, we have a lot of noises. You may have music, you may be in a restaurant, you may be having a conversation, you may have fans. You do not want them all to be equal, drowning out what's important. So what's important is that bar in the red.
Yeah.
You're having conversations with your loved ones. You're talking to your grandchildren. You're talking to your children. You're talking to your best friend. You want to hear that conversation. And you don't want to miss anything. Now, very often when you have diminished hearing, you may begin to lose consonants, and then you might lose vowels. And you know what happens? You lose your vitality of life. You feel frustrated. You feel like you have to stay home because it's too frustrating to go out and be struggling to hear. Lucid Hearing has made it so that you can have help with that hearing if you have mild to moderate perceived diminished hearing. You can have that help. And it's the FDA who recently made this available for you to have direct to you, which is so wonderful. Now, when I talked about that app, so you can control your left and right ear, which I think is wonderful because nobody would know you're making that adjustment.
Right.
Say you're in an environment, you're out at that restaurant, and you want to make one of the, or both of them higher. Let's say you go home and you're in a different environment. You make a real-time adjustment right here on your phone. Now, if I didn't want to make it on my phone, I can reach up and touch my hearing aid and do it that way as well. Now, let's go ahead and show you the Lucid app. Now, here is a little bar. Now, you can fine tune, you know, and people who love audio, maybe you're a musician or something, will really appreciate this. You can adjust your left and right ear, and maybe you want a little more treble, you want a little more bass.
Wow.
You can, I'm doing that live, real time, choosing what I want for each of my ears. So if you know your hearing is a little bit different in one ear than the other, you're in control. And see how easy I did that? I promise you it's just as easy for you, Adam.
Well, in our final 5 minutes or so, we would love to send one of these to you. I think one of the things that's held so many people back is just the cost of hearing aids, which in the past can be thousands and thousands of dollars and require obviously multiple appointments, and it's complicated. What Lucid have been able to achieve for $549 and change, and again, that's with a big $100 discount, is a remarkable, revolutionary, teeny tiny and discreet, but boy oh boy, powerful hearing aid experience that isn't like what you've seen before or tried before. Remember, it even has Bluetooth technology built in, so you can take those calls. You can also stream, let's say, your favorite podcasts or Audible. That's a big advantage that many hearing aids do not have. It's affordable, but what this can deliver is priceless. Because to feel engaged again in that conversation, to have your children talking to you or your grandchildren trying to tell you the story about what happened at school and making sure that you can hear every single word without losing certain plot points is wonderful and truly priceless. Having a hearing aid can be the difference that makes all the difference. So we know price is right. We know flex pay is right. We certainly know that with a 90-day return policy, we're in control. We're under no obligation to keep it. We can try it, we can use it. Let's go to the restaurant. Let's go to see friends and family and visit with our loved ones. And if we don't think this changes everything, send it back for a refund. But you should try it. With everybody that's placed their orders, we have around 185 now left before it is completely sold out. Tonight has been a night from the e-bike that we had to our Lucid hearing aids, to the zero gravity chair that's coming next. Tonight's been a night of firsts, and it's been a night of specialty purchases. And Vonabelle, what Lucid are doing with HSN really is a game changer, and it's a privilege to be a part of it.
I think so too, and don't forget, we're giving you a year's worth of batteries.
Yes.
So that's like $51 right there that we're giving you as a bonus, besides being the best price in the country.
Oh yeah.
You know, and when I think about hearing loss, and it could be any age, you could be 20, you could be 30, you could be 40, and on up. Sometimes it's not always just that natural aging of maybe, you know, with a senior citizen. It could be that you're suffering and you're 20 or 30 and you want that help. You want to know that it's easy. But also there's safety things or things that you enjoy. Are you not hearing the birds tweeting outside and you're wondering, why can't I hear that? But did you not hear the tea kettle go? Did you not hear the blinker on your car? Did you not hear your children or grandchildren yell for you? So again, let me show you how easy this is to wear, because it's so simple, and Lucid has made it, FDA has made it so that it's over the counter or direct to you, available if you have perceived mild to moderate hearing impairment. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Now, I'm gonna put this over my ear. 3 easy steps, watch this. So if you're thinking, oh man, Vonabelle, but I don't know how to do that. Yeah, you do, watch. 1, I put it over. 2, I'm gonna tuck that in my ear, and it naturally wants to go in there, and they are color-coded. Now you see this little tail? I want you to put that tail in the bowl of your ear. Now I'm done, but stay there, look. Can you see it? Right. No. Now I can adjust it here if I want, but you will love the app. If you don't think you're techie, do try it, but if you feel more comfortable, you know, using the app or not, it's okay. They're both available to you. Now, don't forget, you can adjust each of them separately, because just like your eyes might be a different prescription, your ears might be different as well. And don't forget that you also have the Lucid Shape, where you, put this in the right direction, you can go ahead and change the decibels, you know, the treble, the bass, whatever's comfortable for your ear. So it's not confusing, it's easy, and now's the time. The FDA and HSN have made it possible for you to get these home and make your hearing that much better and get back your vitality of life, because now you can hear everything and it's richer and it's better and no frustration. No, it's and Lucid is there for you. Lucid Hearing is there for you.
And don't forget, you're getting a year's worth of batteries as well. $50 value approximately. Best value in America if you're ordering with us tonight. Thank you, Vonabelle Sherman.
My pleasure.
So much fun. Great product, great company, great people doing spectacular things. Let me know what you think to this, right? Don't forget to leave a review. A night of firsts for sure, including our e-bike. The e-bike was a